Okay, so here we are in the Blackboard. The most important thing you should follow is the syllabus. The syllabus is listed in the menu at the very top. And so I'll click on the syllabus. And here are my details, my email, where I'm located, and my office hours, meaning you can reach me and we can schedule a one-on-one appointment. They are not listed here, but I am flexible and I will make myself available for you. Wednesday's discussion post online. It is asynchronous. So most of the assignments, I believe that I scheduled them for you to submit by 11:59 p.m. on Wednesdays. And for the most part, every Wednesday, except for maybe one, you will just be responsible for watching a video. And the video will have a discussion prompt. If you go into the discussion post, you'll see a prompt there that you have to respond to. And you have to respond to your peers as well. On Fridays is the synchronous portion where we will meet on Zoom. The Zoom link is right here to your left in the menu in your Blackboard. And it's 3:30 to 5:20. And your course resources assigned readings over to the left in the Blackboard menu. And there are additional readings in that same link. So on Wednesday, the 27th, which is coming up in a couple weeks, you'll be responsible for not only watching this video, but also watching another brief video that teaches you how to introduce yourself. It's a sample elevator pitch. And so you will actually write out your elevator pitch and post it in the discussion post over here. If you go into, I believe, course tools, you'll be able to find discussion board here, and that's where you'll be able to post your elevator pitch. Please note that on Friday, you'll actually have to practice it live in person. Not in person, but over the Zoom. In addition, I want you to complete the Languages of Appreciation quiz that you can also find in the discussion post, week 1 discussion post, or you can Google it and find the quiz there. So at the end of your first post, not only will you write out your elevator pitch, but you'll also include your results for your Languages of Appreciation. Then Friday, the 29th, you'll be responsible for reading these 3 articles, which, as I mentioned, you can find over here in the course resources assigned readings for week 1. And you will be responsible for writing a 2-page critical thought paper. And you can find the rubric for your critical thought paper in the actual assignment. So you click on assignments, and you see here are the 3 articles, which you'll be able to find in the course resources. Here's the rubric you should follow if you want to get a perfect score. So it's broken down. Here it is. By logic and organization, format, spelling and grammar, development of ideas, so including evidence from the readings and the purpose. Make sure that your purpose or your thesis statement is listed at the end of the first paragraph, your intro paragraph, so that I know this is your thesis statement and you're going to go right into your supporting paragraphs that will strengthen and reinforce your thesis statement. Go into your resources. It's right there at the very top before week 1 readings. APA directions. Okay, here it is. So your catchy title will go here of usually your catchy title is in line with your thesis statement. Your name will go here, then double space. This is the Department of General Education, Stockton University, Gen, course name, Inclusive Student Transitions, Dr. Edmondson, and the date the assignment is due. Okay, so there you have that. Your assignments are all listed in here. Week 1, critical thought paper. Week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7 critical thought papers. After week 7, I believe we go into the practical part of the course where you'll have guest speakers coming in and you'll get to learn about the different offices that support the success of our students. Then there's a facilitation assignment. There's one assignment due week 10. That's part 1 of it. Here's part 2 of it. And part 3. Your class facilitation assignment is a group assignment. And I will assign the group. Okay. Week 6 on March 5th, I will assign the groups. And there will be 6 groups assigned to a phase that is in appreciative advising, which is what you'll be learning about. On week 11, you'll actually be reading articles by Jenny Bloom, who's the co-founder of Appreciative Advising, and discusses the 6 phases. And then following that Friday on the Wednesday, there will be a video that you can watch on Appreciative Advising. So there's 6 phases. You'll be broken out into 6 groups, and you'll have to demonstrate your understanding on it. And so part 1 of the group project is to submit an assessment instrument. And an assessment instrument basically assesses whether or not you were able to accomplish your goals or your outcomes for the presentation. So if today my goal is to help you understand the course expectations and the syllabus. So if I were to create an assessment, it would ask questions about your understanding of the information that I presented today. I may ask demographics because I want to see what the trends and patterns are. So based on gender, how many students understood X from my presentation today? And I can see that if I ask for demographics, whether it's gender, age, first gen status, commuter versus resident, transfer versus transfer versus non-transfer, and so forth. And then I'll ask basic questions about some of the things that I taught today. You can use Google Forms to build your assessment instrument. If there's other ways, I would highly recommend, in fact, I'm asking you to use Google Forms to do the assessment instrument. And then part 2 of the class facilitation assignment is to create a 5 to 10 minute PowerPoint presentation on the phase that you were assigned. And part 3 of this assignment or this group project is to submit an infographics displaying the results of your assessment. And you can do so by using Canva, canva.com. I'll type it here so you know what I'm referencing. You go into, if you type infographics, you'll be able to see samples And you can say 10% of the class were satisfied with the presentation. Hopefully it's more than that. 90% of the class understood what the disarm phase was by the end of this presentation. And so submitting your infographics as a group is the last part of that group project. Okay, so we talked about the group project, the readings and weekly critical thought papers. Those are 1 to 2 pages, by the way. The final project is called the Cajita project. Pick out the most meaningful artifacts, items that represent you, your background, your history, your cultural beliefs, values, and that makes you who you are. This is an autobiography, but a 3D autobiography. Just strengthen. This project is meant to strengthen your presentation skills, your creativity skills, but also it's a reflective activity that'll help you be a stronger staff and professional for student affairs. Every Cajita represent my family. I have some pieces in here that represent my life, my history, my childhood, my upbringing, because that couch was just with us for so long when my grandmother was alive, and my grandmother is a major factor in my culture and my background. And so after you complete this project, this box, you will upload it to YouTube, and this is a 3-minute recording. You will then have another part to this project, which is to write a paper reflecting on the process and integrate the article that is assigned to show your understanding of how you develop from a project like this. And lastly, your discussion post. So 50% of your grade is based on your group project, your weekly reading assignments, and your final project, Cajita project. But then the other 50% is on your discussion post that will occur every Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. You can find there is an assignment where you will rate yourself at the end of the class. You can find the discussion post here under course tools. If you click here, you can find each week listed there. My suggestion is to get a planner and put all your deadlines in your planner, so that way you don't miss anything, and hold each other accountable, because this is not a regular course. We try to foster a family, and so please remind your peers of deadlines and dates, and that you have been assigned head talents. There's 4 head talents, and they are Divya, Destiny, Lauren, and Katie. And our lead head talent is Elise. But you'll be working with the first 4 that I mentioned. And they will be mentoring you, meeting with you weekly, so sort of like office hours, because they've taken the course before, so they'll be able to answer your questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or to the head talents. I'm so excited to begin meeting with you during our first class, which will be on January 29th.